Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. First down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. And the Ducks will keep this drive going.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Clark. Gets away. Trying to get to it. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end, get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
of the gun. The running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, San Diego State. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets and making the big play.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Running back, the ball carrier. Picks up one. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Clark. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
San Diego State Aztecs will take over. First and 10.
A first down for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Pitts. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
First quarter. Score tied 7-7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Hoffman. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch on the left. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aztecs!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
To the air, it's Clark. Firing to the right, complete. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little watermelons, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Wants to throw on first down. And And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things where you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Here we go. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. They'll run it to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Aztecs have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over the Astronauts. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Looking to pass. It's Clark. Working the middle. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Slides away. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Ducks will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The offense set for a first down play. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Hoffman. Pressure coming. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
Running toward the tape. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Jet sweep to the receiver. On the move is the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
For a jet sweep to work, you've got to have a lot of speed with the ball carrier, but how about the blocking downfield by his fellow receivers and his teammates going downfield and getting a hat on a hat? Nice job.
The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his legs, it's Miles. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He caught it, giving him his pads. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Aztecs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to punch it in.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. To the air. It's Hoffman. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? The snap sets up to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Fair catch called for and made. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Unloads it downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Clark. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the punishment has been extended.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
At the 36-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, San Diego State 31, Oregon 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming into this one.
Looking for a man. It's Clark. Getting some heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. San Diego State, 31, Oregon.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, San Diego State.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, it's Pitts. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense.
Squirrel, squirrel. Green 25, Highland.
He wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down.
Come on, set.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And on second down for this offense.
Black 24, black 24. Get set, get set.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back at the 30. Inside the 10. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line to pick the return, and the offense will be threatening. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Clark. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
brought down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.